So we are visiting with the geomatics team from the University of Florida who competed in the 2025 NSPS surveying competition. So let's start by talking about what you thought might have been interesting or challenging that you had to be involved in the competition both days. Somebody want to start?
I can say something. I thought that using the T2 and the old compass and change, generally the older equipment, was really interesting and fun to see that older side that you don't necessarily get to see going into industry and in log school.
Mm-hmm.
I can also say that the actual computation portion of the GPS exercise was great, where you actually dug into the more legal side of surveying and mapping, and you had to actually deal with what someone may have done and figure out what happened and come up with a solution.
Yeah,
Cool.
I think the mix this year between the old technology and the recent technology was really, it was great. I'm glad that they made that change.
So having heard you say it this year, have any of you participated in previous years' competitions?
Two of us have, yeah. But me and her
Okay.
have done last year's as well.
So you were able to provide some guidance and insight to the other team members?
Yes, definitely. The past experience definitely helps a lot in the competition.
So once you knew you were going to be a team in this competition, did you guys as a group or individually do any preparation of any kind, and what was that?
Yes.
Yes.
We practiced a lot with the T2, a chain and a compass. Several times we met. We talked about the math portion together. It was a group effort.
And did different ones of you become specialists in different things? Like if you have to do this kind of calculation, you two are going to do it. And if you have to do this kind of field work, you two are going to do it. Did you do that kind of divvying up?
Yes,
Yes.
we divided up. Mm-hmm.
We tried our best to give everyone a certain role that they would do at each exercise.
So even though you had two experienced team members from previous years, did you consult with other people, either young surveyors or professional surveyors or other team members from previous years?
We actually have one of our professors who used to use a T2. We had him come in and actually go through it with us and go through how you read it, how you use it. And that was really a great experience.
Yeah, we utilized our professors as an excellent resource.
I would say additionally, we also got to connect this year with our Florida YSN rep, who is a recent graduate from the University of Florida, and he also competed on our team last year. So we also got a lot of good insight from him, as well as for the monument hunt, the preparation behind all of that competition portion as well.
Cool. So in terms of your overall experience, beginning with the travel, what would you say was like the highlight for each of you, for any one of you?
I really enjoyed the monument hunt and getting to see, a lot of things from downtown DC as well as parts of DC that we normally wouldn't see.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite was getting to see, it's not specifically part of the competition, but they had the mini monument opened up beside the actual national monument, and getting to see that and talk to people who actually knew about it, knew it was there, and were able to describe what it was used for. And that was a nice break that you had in between exercises to actually go over there and see it. You never would have known it was there otherwise. It was all covered up.
Mm-hmm.
So switching gears, I'd like to ask you all about what brought you to the profession of surveying. How did you make that decision that you wanted to be in it?
Yeah, I can start us off. So I entered the University of Florida first as an aerospace engineering major. I had a very special interest in using UAS and drone technology. And once I got further into the engineering program, I realized it wasn't as hands-on as I had liked it to be. So I kind of went through the university's catalog and I found pictures of them utilizing the technology and how I wanted to be a part of that. So that's kind of why I made the switch, and I'm now part of the UF Geomatics program.
Well, I had previous CAD experience, and I kind of somewhat fell into the job I have, which was with a surveying and engineering firm. I started on the surveying side as well as doing some of the engineering, but I fell in love with the surveying, and I went back to school, and here I am.
My story is pretty similar to Marla's, actually. I started in mechanical engineering I did it for 3 years, and I guess my idea of what engineering was ended up being a lot different from what I actually experienced. And so I decided I wanted to switch into something still, math heavy and still problem solving oriented, but that wasn't engineering. And so I found geomatics, and it's been great ever since.
Yeah, I have a background in marketing, and I was looking for a career change and did an internship in surveying, and I ended up enjoying it, so I decided to go back to school.
My grandfather was a licensed surveyor, so was my dad. He was a licensed surveyor, and I wanted to follow in the same footsteps as them. So I've been working in surveying for 20-something years, and I decided that I want my license, and I joined the University of Florida, and here I am.
I had a very similar experience to Marla and Augustus. Growing up as a first-generation college student, I knew I wanted to work in STEM, so that led me to engineering. I got here and quickly realized I wouldn't get to work outside. I wouldn't get to get hands-on with the equipment I wanted to. So I did a very similar thing to Marla and looked through the catalog, spoke with some professors that get to work with those equipment, and they encouraged me to try it out and stuck with it since.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for visiting with us and for telling us a little bit about your experiences in the competition, but also for telling us a little bit about yourselves by telling us how you got involved with surveying and decided to make it your career. So thank you very much, and the best of luck to you in your career.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.